All right, fellas, we're gonna do a little walk by of our 1990 Honda Acty. Get a lot of questions on this guy. I'm gonna clear some things up, let you know what's what. I'm just gonna give you guys an inside look of what it's like to have a Honda Acty in colorful Colorado. I picked this thing up about a year ago, 2 years ago. Got it from JDM All Makes out in El Monte, California, and it cost me roughly $5,500 shipped to the shop. I think the truck itself was like $5,000, and shipping was another $500. But that has changed now that these are getting super popular. Prices are kind of going to the moon, and shipping rates are getting worse and worse by the day. But that kind of gives you an idea on the price. This is a 1990, so you're going to have these smaller headlights in the front. I think this is a HA3, I could be wrong, but the other ones, the next generation, have a lot taller lights. It comes in here, and the fog lights are a little bit different. I did like the smaller headlights, that's why I went with this year. Fun fact about it, I thought it was an all-wheel drive because it says all-wheel drive back here, but upon further inspection, getting to the bottom, it's only a rear-wheel drive. A few add-ons that we've done to this, first things first, you guys are going to notice is the wheels. We get a lot of questions on the wheels, and we did machine these out here in-house. I couldn't decide on a style, so I designed a Mugen M7 style for the driver's side. So that's a front. Here's the rear one, and we got the stock center caps on there. I think it's kind of a cool look. Keep the nostalgia on there without changing it up too much. But these are 13x7, and then the wheel offsets, secret sauce. It's only a secret because I don't remember, but I think it's like plus 25 or something like that. The tires I did have to ship in from the UK. I found them on eBay. Super picky about how the tires looked. I didn't want 15s or 14s because they just sit too big for the truck, and then I didn't want a tall wall on the rubber. I just wanted like super low profile, and these are actually made for a Mini Cooper out in the UK or so, racing tires. These are, let me see this. They're Nankang tires. Probably do it like that. And the size on these is 175 50 13. So we get a lot of questions on the tire size and the tire brand. They were not too bad on price considering they're shipped from the other side of the world. I believe it was like around $600 for the tires. So overall, I mean, for what you're getting, you're not going to find them in the States anywhere. Maybe secondhand, but you're not going to find them here in the States. And as I mentioned, the other side was M7 style. Couldn't decide between M7 or CCW Classic, so we did them both. However, this side, the center cap didn't fit on, so no center cap. I believe the front one did. The front one does have the center cap. I mean, just kind of get you guys an idea. Kind of small, 13s. But these are a 3-piece. So a solid billet center, and then you got 2 wheel halves, inner and outer. Bolt them down, seal it in the center. People ask me how much to make them a set of wheels, and honestly, I will not make another set of wheels. Reason being is just so expensive. By the time I add material cost, the wheel halves, inner, outer, pay my my machinist, aka at Bielstig, to set up and machine them. I mean, we're over $4,000. And usually when I tell you guys that price, there's a lot of curse words in the next email. Celebrity dog, El Chapo. All right, so that's the wheel specs first thing that we did was wheels on this. Next thing, we wanted to add some downforce, serious amount of downforce. This is our Lusso style spoiler. It is available on our website. Actually, not this design. There's one other one like this with a double decker style, but all the other ones will have the V notch and then the Lusso cuts on there. Super easy to install. Just the two battery, what do you call it, battery chain bolts. That side, this side, and we do have an optional extra bolt holes in here, which no one uses. We send rivet nuts with it, but honestly, we'll probably get rid of that because no one ever puts those on. So yeah, super easy bolt on, massive amounts of downforce. Not really, but it just looks cool, you know what I mean? Can't imagine the truck without it. And everything still works. You get your bed sides. Still fold down. And now that I folded that down, you're probably asking, what the hell are these seat belts doing in the back of the truck? Like, what's going on here? Truth be told, we use these for Mexican surfing. Noah here stands on the back, holds on for his life as we power slide.
Dude, you already know.
Down Evans and Federal. No, I'm kidding. They just look cool. Yeah, it's like, these are Tanaka, not Takata, but Tanaka. It just looks cool back there. You know, those things that just raise people's eyebrows and create tension on the interwebs. The next cool thing on this is a diffuser. Pretty proud of this one. We just started selling these on the website. And it's made of multiple pieces, but it bolts on to where your mud flaps would go. See that there? And then each one of these fins has its own hardware to hook it up. The only thing that doesn't make it a bolt-on is that you do have to make a custom exhaust. I fab mine up. Not the best looking thing. I'm like, I can weld, but I'm not a welder. So I kind of hacked this thing together. And at first we didn't have a resonator on it. But now it has this like 5280 ultra quiet muffler. Let's see if I get a shot of it down there. So it kind of muffles it up a little bit, but not much. I'll try to get you guys an inside look under here. You can kind of see there's the muffler itself, and then it curves over that way. Little fancy hanger. Like I said, not a welder. Don't bash me on my welds. I know they look like peanuts, but it works, you know? So that's kind of exhaust and diffuser situation. While we're here, this is our adapter for your license plate bracket. And this is so you can put USDN license plate bracket onto the Honda Acty. This is a stock location for your Japanese plates, and these inner bolts are going to fit on your USDN plate. I did design it so once you put your plate on, you're still going to see the Acty hanging out to the bottom. It's unfortunate it covers up the rest of the plate, but you know, adds a little extra flair. Looks kind of cool. And I forgot to mention, NOS! No, it is not a real NOS tank. Looks real, but it's actually a air tank. I powder coated it candy blue. I found this NOS sticker on eBay, slapped it on, make it look real. Threw a gauge on there. Right now it's not hooked up to anything, but I usually tell people it pops wheelies when I do hit the NOS. It was supposed to be for an air tank for the air ride, and we lost interest along the way and just never really completed it. But that does bring us to the next thing. How fast isn't it? Because it's not very fast. Kind of jumping inside in here. Turn off these hazards. It says 120 kilometers an hour. I've probably gotten it to like 80, and since the wheels are not balanced, it starts vibrating like crazy. But not to mention, it's like revving to the moon. This is a 3-speed.
I think it's a 4-speed.
4-speed, sorry. And yeah, just by the time you're in 4th gear, it's like revving to the moon, and it's not very fast. It just makes a lot of noise. But honestly, some guys, I was trying to sell my van, they're like, "Can I drive this over I-70 to, I don't know?" I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Just to go grab ice cream. You're not trying to take it over I-70. But no RPM gauge on this one, since this is the Brokey model. So if you kind of look in here, it kind of gives you a little line. So this is like for 1st gear for your speed, 2nd gear, 3rd gear. But I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4. Let's see. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th's not there, reverse. So 4-speed for sure. Here's one of our discontinued Honda Acty shift knobs. Probably have a few left in raw. It's kind of cool little thing. Fancy shift boot from eBay. The seats have a little adjustment. If you're too tall, you're not going to fit in. This thing's just count on it being all the way back. Got that robust Japanese plastic throttle pedal, brake, clutch. If you want to use this as a drug runner, you have a little room under the seat. Not much. Coin tray, cell phone mount. Here's one of our fancy billet key covers. And most importantly, the NOS button. I kind of made this little plate in here. We don't have a horn right now. People get in the way, just grab the shit out of them. But sacrifices to look cool. That's a removable steering wheel hub. Kind of thin. I didn't go with those long boys. We have a 300mm steering wheel. And I want to say the adapter that fits on this is off of Acura Integra DA. Some secret sauce that we were working on for a while. Billet hand cranks. Kind of get rid of that plastic stuff. And then here's some 3D printed parts that we designed. Never quite made them out of billet. Like I said, we lost interest in the project. Just kind of sat around, and I don't know. Maybe if we get a little time, we will we'll go back and make the real deal. But anyways, this is a pull strap to open the door. That's supposed to be kind of like mimic the Aventador SV or the Huracan STO. They don't have a door latch, they just have the strap for weight reduction purposes. And then this same thing, it just kind of gets rid of that ugly plastic, stock. And then you kind of go to that. And it's, I don't know, to make this is kind of silly expensive. Making left and right, even those, they're kind of expensive. So I don't know. I don't know. If you guys want it, maybe we'll make some. Who knows? But for right now, we'll call it a no. Just looks cool. I do need like some cool door cards or paint them, maybe flock them, Alcantara, I don't know. I did dynamat the inside of the roof and the liner to try to like shake off some of the vibrations. Kind of loud in there when you're hitting bumps and stuff and wind noise compared to my Acty van. But then this is a construction truck in Japan. Not supposed to be a luxury deal. Coming back to the front, same thing with the license plate bracket. Put your USDM bracket, and then this that says Acty is gonna overhang past the license plate so you guys can see the Acty name on there. Just kind of looks cool. Tow hook, and it's kind of a prototype thing. We never officially put them on the website. We sold one or two just as a kind of like a DIY thing. You guys can figure it out. No intentions in making any of those. Or the front splitter. As you can see, this one's just kind of slapped on there. We did make some little brackets. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on that splitter. It's pretty cool. It's kind of basic. I put this rubber on the end just to kind of break the flatness of it. I do like to make everything bolt on. That is a bolt on at the moment. It's a little shaky or whatever. I did buy a carbon fiber spoiler I was going to put on something else. That when you flip it upside down, it looks kind of good on there. Who knows? It might be easier just to make an adapter for that instead of making the whole diffuser. And just, you guys can buy the spoiler and the hardware from us and put that together. A few other goodies on this. A billet gas cap. Kind of plug and play thing. Here's our oil cap. Fun fact: this is actually just a Honda Ruckus gas cap without the valve on it. And before I forget, here is our battery cover. This is like the first item that we made for this. Put it on the website. It's been a huge seller. And some things that kind of separated from everyone else is that we kind of gave it some flair. You know, some guys just make a box, put a flag on it, Acty, done. You know, I put a lot of time into making it, giving it some flair, making it, you know, flow with the rest of the truck. You can kind of see that notch kind of mimics what you have going on in there. Just kind of separate all the plainness. We do have some of these that don't say Acty or have the rising sun. They're also available, but it's all plug and play. You can install the hardware you need. You can still see your coolant level in there. Looks like I don't have any. This is a V2. V2s do have a little bit of adjustment because I found out that not all Actys are exactly the same. V3 will be coming out soon, where I am going to put a small port right up here so you guys can just plug in your battery tender without having to take off the battery or battery cover to charge it. It's cool little things. And here's another cool fact. These guys right here are off a Toyota, not Toyota, what is that called? Scion XB, first generation. They fit pretty damn close. You do have to heat them up a little bit and flex them a tiny bit. You got a little gap in there, but you know, eBay special, 50 bucks, and you get the flares on there. This side doesn't have them because I locked the key inside. I had to bust it off to break in. But that just about wraps it up. That's our FLP on the Acty. Noah's gonna hit you with the sick ass montage, some B-roll. That's it for now. Over and out.